Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, it's a good matchup in the AFC South between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Houston Texans. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Ready up.
Play action. Here's Stroud. Rolling to his right. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. First carry for Nick Chubb. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. The Texans at 11-4 now on the year. They've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory. I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6. Stroud now on 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. This, the second meeting of these two teams. You might recall they met back in Week 5. And it was the visiting Texans who came away with a victory. So they'll look to take the season series if they can win here in Houston. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long. And this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal. Because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game. Watching him try to take away that area of the field.
Fairbairn able to put this one through. And it's now 3-0 Texans. Well, they started the drive backed up pretty deep, but a nice effort to overcome the field position, get into field goal range on the game's opening possession.
And Brandon, I think from where they started, the initial thought was, can we get 1 or 2 first downs and help out our defense after we pump the ball away with field position? But as that drive went on, I think their sights got set a little bit higher. They were thinking touchdown, ended up settling in between and coming away with a field goal.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10. Right at the 30. Now Lawrence to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And some room to work. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. They run again on 1st down. Chubb. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Stroud now on 2nd down. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal. They'll run with Chubb. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for second and goal. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. Touchdown, Texans! Gerald Everett with his 16th touchdown of the year as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Well, this defense for the Texans, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolute phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he will find Ridley on the left side. Touchdown! Calvin Ridley halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Jaguars are back within a score. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And as these guys interplay in Week 17, we know one thing. They are playoff bound, but they want to win that division title. They told us that is a goal that's been posted in their locker room since day one. They've got the chance to control their own destiny.
And there's nothing more powerful than saying that you won the division, because I know from building a team, when I talk with all the GMs and the player personnel directors, they always talk about to get to the playoffs in the NFL, you have to have a team that's constructed to win your division. Beat those teams first. That's your number one path to getting there, and they can get that done in this game.
Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football, as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up.
Check pitch.
They run it again with Chubb. And some room to roam now. Touchdown, Houston. Well, what a first half he's had running the football. Another terrific run there, and this one finds the end zone.
Well, we know he's a guy who's capable of coming up with big plays in the running game, and his offensive line knows it as well. That keeps them motivated, looking for those extra blocks to give him room to run downfield.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Taken from about the 12. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Lawrence. And looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder, Jimmy Ward. And the Texans are going to get it back here just past the 35. Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Stroud. Thomas brings it in. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And they'll go play action here with Stroud. There again is Thomas. They've gone to him a lot. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Up the middle, it's Chubb to about the 26 here. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They go up the middle with Chubb. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Ready. Fight,
Stroud now on 4th down. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Here's the option. Running right. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Hard throw, incomplete. Zero hesitation that time. He just got it and put it out in the right flat. Unfortunately, incomplete.
Well, you know how hard these quarterbacks nowadays work on just getting the ball in their hands and making a quick decision and throwing the football. Didn't work out in this case.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. But they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
Taken from about the 12. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Ready, break.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence.
Escaping the pressure right. Caught on the right side. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And the Texans scoop it. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Ready. North 52. Yellow 1. Cut.
And Chubb will try the middle here.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
And with that run, he's already at 100 yards here before halftime. So if he sees the same kind of action in the second half, he could be on his way to a career game.
Running right through him.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Right.
And again, it's Chubb. And they'll get this down to the 10. 131 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Handoff comes to Chubb.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They go with Chubb on 2nd down, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. And he fires one, but incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
The kick by Fairbairn is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So able to add on to their first half lead here, Charles, forcing the miscue with a fumble and then turning that into 3 points.
Yeah, and more than happy to accept any mistakes the other side is willing to make. No problem. You turn it over, we'll take that, and we'll use it to expand our lead.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They go play action now. Lawrence.
Flush to his right.
That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. They go play action with Lawrence. They'll roll him out right. Well, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. Picked off by Anthony Brown.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season, and add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they'll start from their own 5, so you'd have to imagine they'll stay conservative. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's got room. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And this will be a Texans first down as he gets us up past the 30 to the 32. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Fields this way up at the 17. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get possession.
Yeah, that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives. Try and slow things down a little.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Nate Hobbs. And the Texans are going to take over at their own 41.
They were well aware of the scoreboard as they went into halftime, and they know how tough it's been to put up any kind of points. But if there's a positive after that play, is that they were able to take a shot at the end zone on their opening drive of this half. The negative, though, that shot at 6 ended in an interception, and we know that's not going to jumpstart this struggling offense.
168 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. A give running right is Chubb. Room here to run. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Chubb running right. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Well, a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Nick Chubb with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 23. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. A short kick taken at the 18. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
On the move to his left. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Lawrence will throw.
throwing time, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Slide. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Here's Logan Cook now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. This will be taken at the 10. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
They pitch it to Chubb. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
A give. This is Chubb. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
A run for Nick Chubb. It's a room to maneuver. 20. Touchdown, Houston.
So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the 3rd quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
Fields this way up at the 17. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual. And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. This one caught by Ridley. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
It's a throw again is Lawrence.
They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL.
Yeah.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Etienne, he is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
Now Lawrence.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Jaguars get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Lawrence going to keep it.
And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the one. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the two-point attempt is turned aside.
Taken at the goal line. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last two drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
This is caught. It's Cooks. Touchdown, Houston. Brandon Cooks, 61 yards.
And the Texans add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a fifth straight victory.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Taken from about the 12. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game is played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. He'll buy some time right. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. On 1st down, Lawrence.
Jones has it. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time.
And they'll run with ETN.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Now they'll send a tight end in motion left.
One more time with ETN.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4.
3rd and goal. Trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. Looking to throw, Lawrence.
And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. We saw a lot of that a week ago defensively from him. The NFC Defensive Player of the Week. Just always seems to be around the football.
I like your observation there. Understands the game, understands positioning, can put himself in the right spot, and then make a play on the football.
Now receiver in motion left.
Here we go. Gotta have it. Lawrence.
Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Evan Ingram from 4 yards out. And the Jaguars' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead is down to 24. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Let's go.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard. They've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
And Cooks hands it over the middle. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Brandon Cooks with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Texans stretch this fourth quarter lead even further, and they are closing in on win number 12 of the season. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Taken from about the 12. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
On play action, Lawrence.
And that is caught. It's Ridley. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Play action, it's Lawrence.
Rolling to his right. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
On second down, a run with Etienne.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
And they'll try and throw forward with Lawrence.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. He had 3 touchdowns already, but won't get a 4th here. And this Texans defense comes up with a goal line stand. They'll try and wind down some clock with Chubb. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
2nd down, here's Chubb again.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
They run it again with Chubb.
And this will be a Texans first down as good running gets them to about the 44.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. They go up the middle with Chubb.
Trayvon Walker makes the tackle.
And Chubb will try the middle here. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5.
So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses this game.